And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. The dome of the California Capitol building lit up dramatically here at our broadcast location in Sacramento. Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Sacramento Kings against the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And midway through the season, the injuries starting to accrue. Both of these teams are at less than full strength. They're going to have to adjust.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
De'Aaron Fox talked about his mentality on the court. You put the ball in his hands, he says, I'm going to take over the game. It doesn't have to be scoring, just always attacking. Always. You got to be a dog. Don't back down from anyone. Kevin, I know you're a dog. Back to you.
A little intimidation factor, D.A. Thanks. Well, Smitty, the future for these two teams, terrific. A lot of young talent on display.
Yes, it is, and you got to be happy if you're the fan base. You can grow with these guys, and you can see them grow, and they are going to win a lot of games in the future.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant now in at the guard spots. And it's Iguodala in at the 3, the small forward. And for Sacramento, Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Giles in at the center position. Now, here's Bagley. And the rejection by Jackson. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Hield outside. 6 on the shot clock. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. And the pass to Morant. Passes it to Jackson. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Bagley. No good from Valanciunas. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Pass to Barnes. That shot off. Great D that time from Iguodala. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
For Sacramento, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Fox kicks to Hield. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Allen. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. The Kings come into this one following a loss to Dallas. Here's Barnes. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
There, they get it going. 1 for 4 now. Always feel good to get that first one.
Now here's Morant. Guarded by Fox. Jackson drives in. It's tipped. Now Barnes. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Barnes. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. The pass to Iguodala. Memphis moving it around. Here's Allen. Here's Valanciunas. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Fox passes to Bagley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
That's good from Bagley. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
And so Bagley nails them both.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
Now here's Morant. He had 16 points in the win against Portland. Barnes against Valanciunas. Outside, Fox. With some arc, and he lays it up and in.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here's Morant. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Fades and shoots. And the shot is long.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Here's Hield. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Allen passes to Iguodala. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Morant.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Now, here's Fox. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. To the inside, Bagley, hand contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Morant.
And that's the thing about Bagley. Big, athletic, versatile, very hard to stop without fouling.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
A changing of the guard for the Grizzlies. Their star veterans traded away. They held out as long as they could, but it was time.
And so Bagley nails them both. And those great veterans, Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, Tony Allen, Zach Randolph have become a part of the fabric, Steve, of the Grizzlies franchise and the city of Memphis.
Tough to move on from that level of connection. All good things, though, have to end.
And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his per-minute numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
This is his first free throw of the game.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line. Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Smitty, the increased pace of the game, how does that affect players, you think, trying to get through the season in terms of, say, fatigue?
You know, I think for the teams that those coaches understand, they do a great job of playing 10, 11, 12 guys throughout the season. It usually bodes well. It's those organizations that's going 6, 7, only 8 deep. You see those guys start to fatigue, and any injury, then you really see it shows up on paper and on the floor when you're not a deep team. When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
And he gets the bucket. Bagley's got 6.
And you just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the D in that pick and roll.
And stolen by Barnes. Now, here's Fox. He's tightly guarded.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Grizzlies have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Memphis also making some changes. Josh Jackson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Brooks subbed in for Grayson Allen. And he's good on the second. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Now here's Ariza. Just 4 to shoot. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Kings shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the technical free throw is good. Jones checked in for Morant. Pass to Farrell. Takes a 3. It's not going to go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Having that spark off the bench really helped them the last time these two teams battled. We'll see if it'll be there for them again.
Here's Sacramento now. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Ariza kicks to Farrell. Outside Bogdanovich. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Kyle Anderson.
Here's Farrell, defended by Jones. Clock at 6. The turnaround. Farrell can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 4. To the paint, here's Anderson, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
Here's Farrell. He's covered by Anderson. And here's Bogdanovich for 3, and the 3 ball is good. And the Kings lead by 5. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And here's Anderson. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Here's Bogdanovich. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
The drive by Brooks, and the shot goes in.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Farrell passes to Bogdanovich. And here is Holmes. Outside Bogdanovich. This one for three. The rebound by Anderson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Farrell. Sacramento moving it around. Ariza outside. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Sacramento. Anderson outside. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Jones dishes to Crowder. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jones, no luck.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Farrell passes to Bielitsa. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bielitsa. Shows if he's checked in for the Kings. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Jones looking for an opening. He can't get it to go. Good D by Ariza. Sacramento leading by 4. Outside Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. High post try, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Night in and night out, Jay Crowder will compete. Terrific effort at the defensive end.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Kings ahead, up by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Brooks is out there with Jones. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Anderson in at the power forward. From 11 feet away. And no good that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
And you know this, what you do on the backboard may not completely win or lose a game, but it can tip the scale in one team's favor.
Sacramento grabs the miss.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Back to Bogdanovich. And Bielitsa gets to Ariza. 6 to shoot. Over Jackson. Ariza no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 4.
The 6'9" Kyle Anderson has a 7'3" wingspan. A big asset defensively. Not the most athletic, but he racks up blocks and steals.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. And you look at Anderson, he likes playing with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he has good ball handling for his size and great court vision. We call him slow-mo, but he can get to the rim on his drives, and he's a good finisher when he gets inside.
That's a jump ball.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. A nice shot by Bogdanović.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Steve, we've seen a few guys score close to 70 points in a game recently. Devin Booker of Phoenix certainly has gotten to that mark. Who might be the next guy to get to 70?
I think James Harden, because the way he shoots the three ball and gets to the free throw line, he's one. Steph Curry for sure. Kevin Durant. And I think Giannis in a few years, if he can start knocking down those threes, because I'm sure he can get about 40 points in the paint, 10 at the line, but he needs to knock down a few threes.
The Kings will go for a different look here. Harry Giles is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bagley comes in for Bjelica. Barnes is checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Hield subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanović. Now here's Morant. Allen outside. Shot clock at 6. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Morant. No good. So the Kings will take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to just let it go.
For Sacramento, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Grizzlies trail by 5. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
With the fadeaway. Hield can't hit.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Now here's Hield. No points in the game yet for him. Clock at 6. Pass to Bagley. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And how about the strength on display there? Even when you whack Bagley, he's outstanding at fighting through it.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
And it's a super first half for him at the free throw line.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for the Kings. The free throw is off from Bagley. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Giles. Oh, yes, the turnaround. And now a 5-point Sacramento lead.
You know, I have to say, that's about as smooth as you can do it. Fantastic turnaround.
Pass to Jackson. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Barnes with it. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And here we can check out the story on Marvin Bagley. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. 14th in field goal percentage. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Hield outside. Outside, Fox. And another 3 for Sacramento.
A lost art in this game. Terrific bounce pass.
Allen outside. The pass to Valanciunas. It's hauled in by the Kings. Giles has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Hield. Defense is right there. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Wants to get it to Iguodala and does.
Gotta love the tenacity from Iggy there. Always love seeing him ram it through.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Uncovered. And again, it's Sacramento converted.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Morant. 7 points in the game. Passes it to Jackson. Bagley with the rebound.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Back to Fox. A floater. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
The second youngest player in the NBA last season. Jaren Jackson Jr. with an immediate impact. The sky is the limit for this young man.
Hield with the bucket.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Pass to Allen. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
And the 4th pick in the 2018 draft, Jaren Jackson Jr. with Smitty, tremendous potential.
You know what, Kevin? He's a unicorn. He makes threes, he blocks shots, and he defends out to the three-point line. An ideal modern big man.
Outside, Fox. Floats one, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. There's the call. Memphis gets the foul. And every so often, Steve, we'll see 2 teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs, it was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
Free throw good, Fox.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
The Kings making a switch here. Farrell's checked in. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. Crowder comes in for Andre Iguodala. Fox hits them both. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Now here's Morant. He has 7. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Bielitsa, he checks in for Barnes. And it's Bogdanovic in for Heel. And the second free throw, good.
And the work ethic that Morant has sets him up nicely. Make no mistake, this guy wants to be an all-time great.
Here's Farrell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Bogdanovic wide open. And it's off the back rim, no good.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
It doesn't go for him. Kings leading now by 6. To the middle, here's Bagley. That ball, nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. That's 12 points for Marvin Bagley. Grizzlies have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Basket good.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
Sacramento's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. A pass to Fox. Shot from 12. Bagley, and it's good for 2. Bagley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator, and that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. 2 points. That one goes.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Fox, and again it's Sacramento converting.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Morant kicks to Brooks. To the wing right side. Now Valanciunas. He had 16 points in the win against Portland.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them.
Now here's Morant. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Farrell, currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Good. 14 points for Ja Morant.
Proving how dominant he can be. When Morant is shooting with confidence, it really allows him to take over.
Marvin Bagley has been on display for the Sacramento Kings. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Marvin Bagley. He had 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
My brother.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Marvin Bagley.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Barnes and Bagley the duo with the forward. And it's Giles in at the center filling out the middle. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Morant with a wide open look. Nails the 16-footer. Morant's got 16.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Now here's Hield after the miss from Andre Iguodala. Hield right side, and there's the pass to Barnes. Takes the 13-footer. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Morant. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Hield outside. Here's the teardrop. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. For the tie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Steve, over the last half-decade, Andre Iguodala has been a force off the bench.
People get so worried about who starts a game, but who finishes a game is more important. During crunch time, you can always count on Iguodala. He's such a smart player who comes through when it matters.
And that one misses. Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team. And then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
Now here's Heald, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. And the rejection by Jackson. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Heald with the bucket.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
Morant with it, guarded by Fox. Floats one up. It's hauled in by the Kings. Giles has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Over to the wing. Right side, Fox. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Now it's a 6-point Sacramento lead.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play, figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
Now here's Morant. 18 points for him. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Valanciunas eats up so much space inside, he just inhales rebounds.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Some changes for Sacramento. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Reza comes in for Bagley, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Memphis also making some changes. Jackson comes in for Andre Iguodala, and Jones subbed in for Morant. The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
Joseph, the pass to Holmes. Barnes outside. Off target from outside.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Inside, Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Love the flush there from Valanciunas, leaving no doubt on that play.
Joseph, the pass to Holmes. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. That's a 2 from Heald. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Joseph against Jones. Down low, here's Valanciunas, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
He's so good at scoring inside. You know Valanciunas can get to the line.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. He's off on the second.
Very surprising he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
And here we go with Allen running it up the court. No good on that one. Good D by Heald. Barnes with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Joseph, that's good.
The assist there from Barnes. Over the years, he's got better and better making decisions with the ball in his hands.
Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Jones kicks to Jackson. Trying to find Jackson, he's got it now. Over Joseph. No good off the front iron. Sacramento leading by 5. Barnes finds Ariza. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And let's go to our leaderboard. Instant offense is the specialty of these guys. The highest scoring shooting guards of the past month. Number 5 is Buddy Hield.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
All teams are looking for offense from the 2-guard position. These guys provide offense. They are elite players who can carry the scoring load for their teams.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa, he checks in for Barnes. And it's Bogdanovich in for Buddy Hield. Crowder, he's checked in for Memphis. Dylan Brooks comes in for Allen. Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And, you know, it's been just a wall of muscle. Jay Crowder, one of those power wings that seems every team is looking for these days.
Yeah, he's able to straddle that line between perimeter and interior play. His versatility and competitive will set him apart.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, Greg, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
And both free throws good from Crowder.
The contributions from Jay Crowder extremely valuable because of his defense, toughness, and switchability.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Joseph against Jones. Joseph, that's good. Joseph's got 6 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Passes it to Jackson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 10 points for Josh Jackson.
And how about that mentality by Jackson? Looking to shoot it as soon as that pass was delivered.
Pass to Joseph. Pass to Holmes. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
A low-release push shot for Jaren Jackson on the perimeter. The form is a bit unorthodox, but it's consistent, and he gets it off quickly. And by the way, he's a 7-footer.
Hey, you know, Smitty, when defenders close out, Jaren Jackson has shown the ability to attack off the dribble.
Also, Kevin, despite shooting with his right, he almost always drives to his left, comfortable finishing with either hand in the paint.
Free throw good, Crowder. Yogi Ferrell's checked in for Joseph. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Anderson's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. Sacramento with the ball. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Here's Holmes. Anderson with the block.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Right side Crowder. Over Bielitsa. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Here's Farrell. Outside Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Anderson with the block. For the lead. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
The Kings have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Morant in for Jones. He hits both from the stripe. Memphis trailing here. And here's Morant. 18 points for him. Softly drops in the floater. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Now, here's Holmes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Bogdanovich gets to Ariza. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it. The fast break chance. Good D by Ariza.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The Grizzlies shooting 43% from the floor. And Jackson throws it down.
How about the ferocity on that one? He is a force to be reckoned with, an absolute vicious dunker.
Now here's Ariza. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Trevor Ariza.
De'Aaron Fox.
1:37 left in the third quarter. Again, the miss by the Kings. Memphis leading. Iguodala left side. And there's Jackson on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one. Over to the left wing. And the pass to Bogdanovich. Bagley against Jackson. Bagley in the post. Clock at 4. Here's Bogdanovich. Bank shot. No good.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions. And some people harp on his lack of height, but his size doesn't hurt him at all when it comes to rebounding.
Farrell passes to Fox. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Harry Giles is checked in for the Kings. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant with it. He's got 20. He kicks to Iguodala. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Now, here's Fox. 15 points in the game. 17 seconds left in the third. Jackson. Offensive rebound. Anderson right side. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Can't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies lead by 4. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for Memphis, Anderson is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Iguodala. Then it's Morant. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, home in the paint. Stolen by Anderson. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Kicks to Morant. Iguodala outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 6 now for Memphis.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Fox passes to Farrell. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by Anderson. And here are the Grizzlies with it. In the corner, Iguodala with it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
The free throw drops for Iguodala.
The charity stripe is far from the strongest part of Iggy's game, but he will hit him in crunch time.
Some changes for Sacramento. Harrison Barnes comes in for Bogan Bogdanovic. And Hield subbed in for Yogi Ferrell. The Grizzlies also making a change. Grayson Allen's checked in for Anderson. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Barnes. The feed to Valanciunas. Fox looking it over. Passes it to Bagley. The 11-footer. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And I tell you what, when Bagley plays with energy, it is difficult trying to stop him. Awesome at just staying on the attack.
Now here's Allen. Pass to Valanciunas.
Being that Valanciunas is 7 feet tall, he is a real problem for the defenses.
First free throw is good. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. That one misses.
It was crucial to add to their lead and make it a 2-possession game, and he did enough there at the line to make that happen.
Back to Fox. Back to Barnes. From the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And that's now 7 points for Harrison Barnes.
When Barnes has space to fire from deep, you usually just assume it's going in. Very dangerous from outside.
Allen, the bounce pass. Pass to Jackson. It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Fox with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Fox passes to Giles. Nice D from Valanciunas. Memphis leading by 3. It's Allen on the wing. The 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Jackson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Fox kicks to Bagley. Three-pointer, Hield. Kept alive by Sacramento. Bagley, no good.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And it's Morant missing. Kings have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. The wide open look here for Fox. Again, the miss by the Kings. The Grizzlies shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Morant's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies. Hield outside. Outside, Fox. Off target from three-point range. And so Allen will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter, and he makes that one. Sacramento's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Here's Morant following the basket by Buddy Hield. Now, here's Valanciunas. He's covered closely, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here's Memphis. Jackson dishes to Morant. That one doesn't go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Now the pass to Giles. Six to shoot. Shoots. That one, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Passes to Valanciunas. Here's Morant, guarded by Fox. Shot from 12. Nice jump shot. Good. And it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And there it is for him. Fox has got 19 points.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Pass to Valanciunas. Sacramento grabs the miss. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists in the game. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Now here's Morant. Over Bagley, and it's Morant missing. Hield outside. He dishes it to Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Morant.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Fox. And so he makes both from the line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Now Allen. Pass to Jackson. The tray. Here's Valanciunas. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Huge bucket there from the big Lithuanian. Valanciunas is stepping up.
The Kings trail by 4. Here's Barnes. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, he's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul him.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
To the middle. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Iguodala outside. Here's Valanciunas, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Look at the concentration from Valanciunas on that play. Takes the foul and still finishes the play.
For the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Barnes against Iguodala. To the paint. Here's Bagley. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Shooting for Sacramento, Bagley. At the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And so Bagley nails them both.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
To the inside. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Iguodala. Valanciunas has got 15 points in just the second half. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot missing.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
That's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Caboclo's checked in for Jackson. Solomon Hill comes in for Grayson Allen. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. The free throw drops for Iguodala.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Now here's Joseph. There's the pass to Swanigan. Farrell for 3. And James picks up the foul.
James.
That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Kyle Anderson.
And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on an 11-3 run. Joseph against Iguodala. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.